American food, if you can call it that. The land of the free, the home of the brave, and the only place where bread is legally classified as cake because there's so much sugar in it. But let's go back. Colonial America in the 1600s. The British show up, dump their boiled cabbage on the shore, and say, this is food now. Native Americans are there like, dude, we've literally been eating corn, beans, and squash for thousands of years. It's fine, it works. But no, the colonists decide the better option is starving to death until the locals hand them a pumpkin pie tutorial. Imagine inventing Thanksgiving because you can't cook rice without burning it. Anyway, fast forward to the Revolution. America's just broken up with Britain. It's not you, it's your tea taxes. And now they need a culinary identity. So they basically smash Britain, Germany, Africa, and a suspicious amount of deep frying into a blender and call it a day. This is where you start getting things like fried chicken, barbecue, and the hamburger, which, by the way, is German, so congratulations America, your national dish is literally stolen valor. By the 19th century, things get wild. Industrialization happens, and suddenly food isn't about taste. It's about how quickly and efficiently you can shove calories into a factory worker before they die at 32. Enter hot dogs, which are just sausages but infused with other meats such as whatever the hell we feel like. And they're called Franks because of Frankfurt and Wieners because of Vienna. So once again, America's great contribution to food is just taking European stuff, stretching it out like silly putty, and then selling it at baseball games. Meanwhile, immigrants keep showing up with actual cuisine. Italians bring pasta, Mexicans bring tacos, the Irish bring potatoes because, well, they sort of had to, and America's response? Thanks, we'll be deep frying this and dipping it in ranch. Ranch, by the way, is their national sauce, which, if you haven't tasted, is just sort of an expired tasting mayo. Wouldn't recommend. But then you hit the 20th century and food becomes marketing. Coca-Cola, Hershey's, McDonald's. None of it tastes like actual ingredients, but it's engineered in a lab to be addictive, and Americans love it. This is the only country where cheese comes in a spray can. Like, imagine telling a Frenchman you put cheese whiz on bread. I'm not being funny, but he'd probably call the police, and I wouldn't blame him. And then there's fast food, the golden age of the drive-thru. McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, the holy trinity of you'll die at 40, but at least you'll die greasy. It's quick, cheap, and it's available at 3 AM. And the branding is so strong that Ronald McDonald is more recognizable than Jesus. No, really, that's an actual stat. Somewhere a child knows the Hamburglar, but not the Bible. The mid-century also brings us TV dinners. A full roast dinner, meat, potatoes, dessert, all in a sad little plastic tray you microwave. Perfect for people who want to experience both malnutrition and existential dread at the same time. American food today is simultaneously the worst and best it's ever been. On one hand, you've got Whole Foods, quinoa, kombucha, kale, Instagram salads with more filters than ingredients. And on the other extreme hand, you've got the state fair deep frying literally anything that moves. Twinkies, Oreos, sticks of butter. Yes, butter. America looked at fat and thought, not enough cholesterol, let's dip it in oil. And don't even get me started on the portion sizes. In Britain, a medium Coke is 330 millilitres. In America, that's called child size. Their mediums are our buckets. You order nachos and they give you a mountain of cheese bigger than Kilimanjaro. One meal in the States could sustain a British village for the winter. Yet, somehow, despite all this chaos, American food slaps. I can't deny it. Burgers, amazing. Barbecue, transcendent. But here's the paradox, the sheer diversity of diets. For some, it's kale smoothies. For others, it's fried butter on a stick. And I'm pretty sure all of them put peanut butter in literally everything. And that's America for you. The only place on earth where salad counts as healthy, even if it is 80% bacon bits.